Premier. Great to be with you this afternoon, Sydney, and it's wonderful to see the Lebanese flag out of the corner of my eye, and I give honour to my forebears from Ireland and Lebanon. Look, we've got a great battle on our hands, a battle for our personal integrity and also a battle for our national integrity and national sovereignty. Our institutions, the medical institutions, federal and state and territory governments are awash with multinational sponsor donation from these multinational corporations, which is distorting biomedical research, medical education and public policy. Nowhere is this more obvious than with the COVID crisis we're currently facing. Now, I don't doubt that there are deaths from COVID, unquestionably. Over 1,000, I believe now. The average age of death in Australia from COVID, about 87. The average age of the male in this country is about 82 at the moment, and females about 83. This is a joke. What's happening at the moment is that we're seeing, every time you turn on the TV, the propaganda being rammed up, and it is propaganda. So it's pushing out the fear factor and the addictions. Have another beer, put a bit more pick on your fork, etc., etc. The battle we have from a health point of view in this country, and they're not talking about health, they're trying to sell a vaccine. The battle we have is that over generations we've ignored the lifestyle issues that are affecting many of us. And the battle that we're going to wage for our health is in the kitchen. The way forward for our health is an unprocessed, plant-based diet, salt, oil and sugar-free. Okay, wrapping up. 4 years ago, when I protested outside Parliament House, I was hauled off before a medical council and suspended. Your GP can no longer give you informed consent on vaccines. Because if they attempt to give you any informed consent, you can dob them into the Healthcare Complaints Commission and they can be deregistered or suspended by APRA. I was suspended by the Healthcare Complaints Commission, by APRA. And I get a lot of phone calls from colleagues, and the problem is, if they give any hint that they're not in favour of you having this vaccine, on the recommendation of the government authorities, you can dob them into the Healthcare Complaints Commission. So doctors can no longer give you informed consent. They're being manipulated, they're living in fear. If you're a young doctor, and this is doctors, nurses, psychologists, the lot, if you go against the system, you'll be culled. It's not a question of truth, it's a question of power. We've got to speak up together and refuse to be intimidated and insist on informed consent without coercion and without punishment if you decide against it. Let's stand for Freedom Australia.